Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's watch and talk about a game of Dota that I played. So, no spoilers on who's going to win or lose here. So, this is a very different video compared to the previous two. This is actually a all-random deathmatch game. So, before we see what happens here, I'll just kind of explain what that means. Normally, in the past two games that you've seen, I was playing as, it was either all random or all pick, where you pick one hero and that's who you play. In this game mode, it's called All Random Deathmatch. You have no choice over what hero you get at any point in the game. You can't choose. Although you can swap from one hero, from one player to another. Like if you have something and they have something and you want to switch, you can do that at the very beginning of the game, but only at the very beginning of the game and only then. So what Deathmatch does is it makes it so that every time you die, you get a new hero out of the hero pool. There's like 90-some heroes in Dota. So you don't play the same hero over and over and over. After dying, you can actually play a lot of different heroes. So I'm going to start off as our buddy, our friend, Kunkka. So we'll go ahead and do player perspective. We'll take a look at my hero, and we will get rid of this interface. We don't need it. Now, in a couple of the previous videos, a lot of people wanted to know more about the items. So I'll spend a lot of time explaining what some of the items do, and we'll go from there. So, also, there were a couple complaints about, constantly changing the game speed, but, you know, can't please everyone. If the game's going, if it's boring, I am totally going to speed the game up. Like right now, there's nothing happening, so this is speed 2. The thing is, I guess I can see why it'd be frustrating, because you can't tell when I change the game speed, when I press the key to just change it. I'll try to keep it a little bit more consistent, but we're contesting the early game runes, which is good. So let's talk about the heroes. Right now we've got a Legion Commander on our team. We've got a Storm Spirit, Kunkka, a Life Stealer, and a Dazzle. On their team, we've got Bloodseeker, we've got Obsidian Destroyer. Actually, he's probably called, I think he's called Outworld Devourer now, but in the past he was Obsidian Destroyer. We've got Rikimaru, we've got Troll Warlord, and Ember Spirit. So you guys know how Kunkka works, because you've seen me play him before. Hopefully, I don't lose him. And when I say that, I mean hopefully I don't die, because every time you die, you lose your hero. So the tricky thing about all random deathmatch, what's fun to me about it, is that wild swings can happen. You might start off the game with a really good farming hero, and then you transition into a really terrible hero for all that farm. Or vice versa, you might have a really good support hero, and then you, I don't know, gank a lot, get a bunch of kills, and then you random a new hero who's really good at using that money to great effect. Like, maybe you start off the game with Bounty Hunter, get a bunch of money, and then you become, I don't know, Void Demon or something. Sniper. Could be good. So, as before, we're trying to use the Tidebringer Cleave to keep him out of lane. One thing that's really cool about Tidebringer is that when you use it to attack your own units, you do not lose the buff. So you can use the bonus damage to help you with denies. So sometimes it can be good to not take the AoE cleave hit in favor of using the bonus damage from Tidebringer to help you deny them.
I accept this honor on behalf of Storms.
So I am going to, the sound probably just turned off for a second. The music, it sounds just a little bit too loud for me. I'll let it lower it down a bit. Keeps on distracting me. It'll be the same volume for you, but it's just too loud in my headphones there. So I was just checking to see if somebody was pulling or in the jungle. Bloodseeker is a capable jungler. You usually don't see Bloodseeker in the jungle. This is not really a standard matchup because it is all random deathmatch, but it's fun, and that's what's important. So, yeah, on the topic of Dota and whether or not I'm going to continue doing these, I think I'm going to do one every other day, maybe, because I really enjoy it. You know, I'm going to try not to play Dota anymore because it takes up too much of my time. But I have a huge backlog of games. I've played 1,900 games, so there's plenty of games to sample from for the replays. See, right now, I could have denied, but you usually want to prioritize getting kills over denies, especially if there's no enemy hero visible. Your own farm is usually more important than denying, but you want to do both. Alright. There goes Obsidian Destroyer. Or, sorry, Outworld Devourer. Dazzle. Very narrowly escaping. Get the torrent, block the teleport. Yes! Got him. There goes Bloodseeker. Very, very good to get rid of Bloodseeker. Kunkka's OP. So again, see this guy right now? See the Bloodseeker animation? Now he's turned into Luna. And Outworld Devourer is now Visage. Visage. Well, it looks like we have, you can also see that instead of counting how many deaths or how many kills each team has had, it counts the number of respawns you have remaining. The game can end in one of two ways. Either you push them down the throne like normal, or you delete or kill all of their hero pool. If they run out of respawns, then they just don't respawn. And then it's 5 on 4, and then 5 on 3, 2, 1, and then when all of them are dead, and there are no more available respawns, then the game just ends. Automatic victory. So it's more of an attrition game. Instead of being like really, really push focused, it's usually about team fights, team roaming, ganking. It's just a good way to mix up the game modes. I really enjoy deathmatch. I also like ability draft quite a bit, but those ones are a little bit more kooky, a little crazy. Looks like we've got a Queen of Pain now. It's hard to talk about abilities when the heroes are changing constantly, but I can tell you what I'm seeing and, you know, some of the thoughts that I might have had at the time, or what I'm thinking right now, like what should be done. I'm still playing Kunkka. You can see I'm building my Shadow Blade. I'm playing Kunkka like I would play Kunkka. I'm playing under the assumption that I'm not going to die, which oftentimes is a mistake. Because, you know, the problem is, you're probably going to die. Another kill there. I just do so much damage. I smack things so hard. And there's a bad trade there. So I did die. So let's see what we get next. I shouldn't have been out that far. I was hoping for, I don't know, something. I was hoping to kill him. That's what I wanted to do. Make him dead. Got a Storm Spirit, trying to see if maybe she's going to walk back to base. If she were to walk back to base, he'd probably intercept her and kill her. Instead, someone's going to teleport in because they saw him behind the tower. That looks like Slardar. Slardar has Sprint. Slardar could... No, he didn't actually take Sprint yet, so he can't really... He can't do anything against him. He's got his ultimate anyway. He can ball lightning away. Alright, so I rolled... What did I roll? Oh god, I'm Chen. Chen is not exactly my favorite hero. He requires Micro, which, you know, back in Warcraft 3, I used to play regular Warcraft 3 games. I used to play StarCraft 2. I don't play it much anymore, so I'm used to managing multiple units, but in this game mode, I'm pretty sure I'm probably just going to play him like a nuker. So Chen, the deal with Chen is you're supposed to use Persuasion, right? Holy Persuasion to take over enemy creeps, so I've just persuaded that creep to come join my side. Depending on the level of the skill, you can have up to 4 creeps. And they all have abilities that you can use. Like, I can't actually click on the unit, but he can cast a net, which disables enemy heroes or units for 1.5 seconds. It's a very short duration. It's kind of like a stun, but not really. It's more of a disable. It's a movement disable. He was really the only creep that I could actually get any value out of there. I'm not so sure I'm going to stay Chen for very long. We'll see.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're going after my creep. Now Chen does have this nuke. See, that's the net effect from my creep. A lot of people don't expect it. There we go. Chen has a pretty damn powerful nuke that people don't always expect. It can do a very wide range of damage. Right now it can only do 100 to 200, but this is pure damage. Pure damage avoids all magic immunity, pierces all armor. It's just pure damage. So if it does 200, it does 200 exact damage. Where normally a nuke would only do 75% of the listed damage. So take a hero like, say, who do we got? We got Luna. Her Lucent Beam. It lists the damage at 225 right now, but that's magical damage. So you got to reduce that to 75% of 225. Where this one, being pure damage, is pure damage. Unfortunately, it's nighttime. Luna could see farther than I can. Luna's ability called Moonglaive, or Lunar Blessing, gives her extra night vision. Normally, most heroes can only see about 800 range at night. She can see 1800. So she could see me and I couldn't see her. Pretty easy for her to line up an eclipse. Just frustrating, but it's okay. So I was Chen. What am I now? Slark. Slark is a fun hero. So usually in ability draft, what I usually like to build is either phase boots or
Dire's bottom
power
tower
treads,
is under attack.
because phase boots are just good on almost any hero.
Radiant's top tower is under
Sometimes you
attack.
really need the stats from power treads, but the phase boots, yeah, that extra bonus movement speed can keep you alive. And then I usually like to build a Sanjin Yasha because it gives you lots of movement speed. Again, mobility, mobility, mobility. Being able to not die and being able to be faster than the enemy can oftentimes make a big difference in whether or not you get a kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Slark, fun hero. Well, how do you explain Slark? What's his deal?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's a roaming ganker. He's definitely core. He's very high. You want to give Slark farm, but in ability or in all random deathmatch, it's not really that way. Everyone really gets farm in ability draft. Sorry, all random deathmatch. That was Pounce using our leash effect. This is a very, very good disable. It doesn't stun, but it's a 3.5 seconds long disable. It ties them to one spot. They can only move within a certain radius of your leash point. Dark Pact does AoE damage, which is okay, but more importantly, it purges all negative effects on you. Most, it says. So when Slardar casts something like, say, Amplify Damage on me, you can just use Dark Pact to purge it. And then Essence Shift
Dire's middle tower is
drains
under
enemy
attack.
units, enemy heroes of their abilities and gives it to Slark in the form of agility. And then my favorite skill that he has, of course, is Ultimate. Shadow Dance allows you to move stupidly fast when no one can see you, and you also gain stupid amounts of health when no one can see you. Active ability allows you to go permanently invisible, like nothing can detect you, nothing at all in the game can detect you for 4 seconds. But
Dire's middle tower
that's kind of where like the roaming ability of the hero comes into play. You want to be outside of enemy vision. The more you're outside of a vision, the faster you can move around the map, and the faster you can get your health back up. So what you do is you go in, you hit him a few times, try to get your essence shift to build up so you get some stats, but then before you really commit heavily to the engagement,
Dire's middle tower
you want to
is
back
under
off.
attack.
Go hide in the woods, do some juking, which is where you like
Dire's
move through the
structures
trees
are fortified.
so that you can get life back while they don't. So you might start off a fight, say you both have 100% health, and you both take a few hits. Now they're at 50% health, you're at 50% health. You run away, and in about 15 seconds, you'll be back at full health again. So now it's 100% versus 0%, or 15%. Or sorry, 50%.
Radiant's top
So like right
tower is
now,
under attack.
best thing I could possibly do is just kind of run around the forest, make sure that my health comes back. You can see every time no one can see me, that little debuff comes on, and I'm going to suddenly gain 3% of my maximum health per second. So pretty easy math there. If you're at 70% maximum HP, 10 seconds of being outside of a vision will get you back up to 100%. The other thing people do with Slark that I think a lot of people mess up with is they try to use Pounce as a skill shot. It actually says right in this tip, your Pounce works more as a clip-on ability than a skill shot. Be sure to either be near your opponent or to land where they would typically be. So basically the way I use it, I don't try to do the skill shot thing. Don't use it like Power Shot on Wind Ranger or something where you try to hit from far away. It can go up to 700 range. But what you want to do is just run right up, just walk up, get close to them, start attacking them. As soon as they try to run away, pounce. It's very simple that way. You get the maximum stun duration and you never miss. It's much better that way in my opinion. Occasionally, I'll go for like a skill shot land if I have to, but it's usually better. Just run up. Just run up and start hitting them. Especially if you have phase boots, you can run up real quick. So you'll see that probably here. Like, I'm not going to pounce from here. I'm going to just walk up, just walk, wait till I get close. Okay, and then there I had to go for the skill shot because she was going to run to the tower. But you'll see what I mean. I don't always try to land a long distance pounce. They're just not necessary. So far I am 6-2. Not bad. You can see I'm building up Sanjin Yasha. Sanjin Yasha is a very good item because well, it's average. It's an average item. It's good on almost every hero. There's certain heroes that you almost always want to build it on, like, in my opinion, Slark, Lifestealer, Razor, like heroes that need to just be really fast all the time. I love movement speed. I love being faster than other heroes. Positioning and movement is really useful. So, what is that Night Stalker doing over there? Why can we see him? Okay, we can't see him anymore. For some reason he was showing up on the map. So we got Enigma, Night Stalker. We've got, what's your name again? Oh, this terrible, terrible black hole. Let's watch me. Alright, so we're going to walk up. We're not going to try for a pounce from a long distance. We're just going to farm, and if he wants to come fight me, I'll beat him up. That's the advantage to Slark. He's got tons of lane staying power. He's very, very hard to force out of a lane once he gets his ultimate. Before he gets his ultimate is the weakest point in the game for Slark. He's very dependent on having that ability to use Shadow Dance. Alright, watching us farm the jungle, not the most entertaining, so we're going to speed up a little bit here. You can see all of that health coming back very quickly. It's actually, you heal faster than if you were actually at the well. I believe the well heals like 2% of your health per second. Okay, watch this again. We're going to come up. We're not going to do a pounce from back here. We're going to get nice up and close. We're going to take a hit, and then we'll pounce. Wait till you're right up on him. Guaranteed to land. The double damage rune helps. And now we just wander away and let our health recover. I'm starting to think maybe deathmatch games are not the best thing to put onto YouTube because there's just so many heroes. There's so much going on. But I don't know, this looked like a fun game. I figured I'd record it. See what you guys think. If you'd rather see single hero Dota videos, we can do those too. But every now and then, maybe one of these will be good. We almost have enough mana, or almost have enough money for the final recipe for Yasha. So the completed effect is that you get 16% bonus movement speed, a bunch of agility, a bunch of strength, and you have a good chance on attacking to maim the target, which for 4 seconds reduces their movement and attack speeds. So it makes you faster, makes them slower, gives you more health, gives you more attack speed. It's just a very good generic item. And especially in keep calling it ability draft, in all random deathmatch, it's a really good item to build because almost every hero will benefit from having it. Like, there's no hero where you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I hadn't built this Sanjin Yasha. Gah, I move so slow, it's so useless. It's always useful. It's a good item to have when you're playing all random deathmatch. And if I were playing Slark, I would have built it in the first place. That's one of the reasons why I'm building it now. Looks like I'm going for Shadow Blade next. Another pretty common item on Slark. Shadow Blade allows you to go invisible. Being invisible means that no one can see you, which means that your ultimate turns on. You start gaining a bunch of health while invisible. It gives you a second escape or initiation. I usually like to reserve Shadow Dance for the absolute oh crap moments, and instead try to use juking, line of sight, trees, Shadow Blade, things like that. Because the ultimate you can use even around towers and stuff. And I missed that. I was actually trying to run away because I'm really low on health. Just gonna go, it's guerrilla warfare, you know? Waiting for our health to come back. Might as well go do some jungling. Might as well finish up some other item. Looks like I actually changed my mind, and now I'm going for a Scotty. So instead of making the Shadow Blade, Scotty is also a very good item to have on Slark, because it slows them down and gives you more base stats. More base stats means that you regenerate more HP per second when you're not in vision, and it means you have a longer buffer time between when you engage and when you need to go hide. So it's a very, very good item on Slark. It's almost always going to be something you want to build. Although Shadow Blade, an early Shadow Blade can be really, really good too. If I were playing this game right now as Slark, I'd be thinking to myself, this is a hero I really want to take advantage of as far as farming goes, because I can farm so safely, I can move anywhere on the map. I want to gank, yes, but I want to get as much farm in with this hero as I can. Because you don't need to go to the well. I don't think she's gonna survive. What do you think? Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Storm Spirit's out of mana. She's gonna get out of there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I was just moving up to reinforce in case they actually pursued him. Storm Spirit's been around for a long time. He's actually had the hero since the beginning of the game. So we've got 34 respawns remaining. They only have 23. So far we are winning. I'll admit it's been a while since I actually remember playing this game, so I don't know who wins. But I have a feeling I'm doing pretty well, so... I'm 6-2 with Slark. Sanj and Yasha. Feel pretty good about that. Wandering around in the jungle. Another really good advantage to being Slark is that you can use his ultimate, the passive, to detect where enemy wards are, and then you know where to deward. Because if they can see you, your ultimate turns off and your movement speed slows down, so you can just tell if you're being detected by a ward. You should probably not watch this fight at full speed, double speed. Getting a little bit of health regen in real quick. So far, we've only stolen 9 agility. I don't have this maxed out on skill yet, so it only lasts 30 seconds. It's going to be hard for me to build that up. The longer the combat goes on, the more strong we will get, the weaker they will get.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The music in Dota is really cool. I don't normally have it on, but I've turned it on for this
Middle tower has fallen.
for these recordings. I like it. It's good music. It might be too loud. We'll see. See at the end of this recording, and then I'll be like, oh man, that was too loud. I gotta redo the whole thing. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Probably won't do that. We'll see. Back to farm mode. Gonna clear this wave, probably go to the side shop and buy one of our ultimate orbs, which just gives 10 to all stats. Every stat point does stuff. It gives you extra health, more health regen, gives you base damage if your primary attribute is that stat. So in this case, I am not a strength hero, I'm an agility hero. So all I really get is the health and the health regeneration. Agility, though, gives you base damage, gives you 1% attack speed, gives you 1 point of armor for every 7 points of agility. We talked about that, I think it was in the last video. Each point of armor increases your effective health by 6%. So, and then intelligence gives you 13 mana, and like I think it's like I can't see it because that darn pop-up. Like 0.04 mana per second, I think. Something like that. So 13 mana times 10, you get 130 mana just for building the ultimate orb. Hey, turn around, Arumba. What are you doing? Go help him. Go help him. Maybe not. Run away. No, that's a bad engagement. Get out of there. That's a bad idea. He's done. He got silenced, which means he couldn't use his panda ult. Just gonna keep on taking advantage of my ability to farm. Farming with reckless abandon. Because we don't have to worry about our health. Sold the Sage Mask in order to buy a second ultimate orb. Getting very close to completing the Skadi now. Teleported top, wanted to come participate in this fight. Always carry a TP. Doesn't matter what game mode you're playing. Alright, so let's really slow this down. Every hit, I steal 3 agility. Every hit, he loses 1 strength. 39. 39 plus 4. 39 plus 3. So he's losing 19 health per strike, while I'm gaining 3 agility, which is 3 attack speed and 3 damage. It's very powerful. It's an orb effect, kind of. It's not an actual orb, but it effectively causes them to lose 19 extra health on top of their base, the damage that you're actually doing, because you're reducing their maximum health. Very significant, especially now that it lasts for 2 minutes. So I've got 18 bonus agility now, and you can see a little timer going around that bar. It's going to last me for another roughly about 90 seconds. I'm going to have most of these stacks. 18 agility is 18 damage and 18 attack speed. Got an Ogre Magi. Looks like Lifestealer still around. He's the only hero who's been around since the beginning of the game. Yet he's only had 1 kill. He's been very cautious. He's not the highest leveled. He's just avoided most of the fights. Been a little farmer. A little ricer. Did get petrified. I'm being charged by the Spirit Breaker. That's what that symbol above my head right now means. So just... Oh, he broke it off. He was thinking about it. He was thinking about using his charge skill on me. We're up to 21 agility. Walk right up, then pounce. Don't even really need to pounce. I actually used pounce there for the damage. We're under the effects of Earthshaker's ultimate right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So we've completed the Scotty.
Has fallen.
So taking a look at the Scotty, like, not only do we have Sanjin Yasha, 16% chance to maim them, reducing movement speed by 32% and attack speed by 32%, but also every hit we will slow their movement by 35 and their attack by 45. Every hit. Eye of Scotty is very powerful, and these two can stack together. So if you get a maim while having Eye of Scotty, their movement speed goes down to 0. Between Pounce, Eye of Scotty, and Sanjin Yasha, it's very, very hard to run away from a Slark.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So what I'm doing right now, I'm intentionally tanking the tower while we kill the wave, so that the creep wave stays alive and we get more damage in on the tower. Then I'm going to back off, allow my ult to turn on, heal back up to full in time for the engagement.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So all the damage that I just tanked, for the most part, got healed.
Radiant's bottom has fallen.
Okay, a couple more kills. See, okay, look at this. Look how slow she is. Her movement speed right now is 100. That's the floor. That's the slowest your hero is allowed to move. You can't go less than 100. So she got completely shut down. Nothing she can do. No way to run away. Meanwhile, my movement speed's 461. Yeah, good luck. Good luck running away from someone who's 4.5 times as faster than you are. Hiding behind those trees to get health. So I've been playing Slark for most of this game. Let's see, we started off Kunkka, and we played as Chen, and we've been Slark for a while. Next item I'm building is a Lincoln Sphere. This gives you bonus mana regeneration, which is kind of useful for us. A little bit of health regeneration, which we don't really need that much. More base stats. And then most importantly, a passive block, which will block most targeted spells. So, the big thing with like Slark is that if you can get disabled, they can kill you. Otherwise, you've got your ultimate, and you can use Dark Pact to get out of most disables. So you want a Lincoln Sphere if you can, if you need it. I just felt like it'd be a good item to have on this hero and any other future hero, so it'd be a good pickup. And that'll prevent them from really ever having a chance to shut me down. Don't have the item yet. We've got the Perseverance, which is just the name for the Void Stone plus the Ring of Health combined. You do get a little bit more than the sum of its components. Instead of just getting 5 health and 100% mana, you get 5 health, 125, and 10 bonus damage. So sometimes when you combine items together, you actually get more than the sum of their parts. Usually, in fact. This is a bit kamikaze. I don't know what I'm thinking here. It's kind of crazy. I just want to harass him. I've got 40 agility from previous combat. You want to always be attacking enemy heroes. You just want to constantly be hitting them. Keep your essence shift really high. Let's see what we got. What's going to happen?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
31 to 12. Somebody's invisible. What's that? Who's invisible? What's that all about? Oh, it's an invisible Magnus with a Shadow Blade. This is not good. So he used his Shadow Blade to come in. Oh no, I'm standing in the thing. This is bad. This is bad, very bad. Oh my god.
Mystery.
I just got blown the F up. I just got wrecked. I did not expect the invisible Magnus. And so now, here's where the game could just totally turn around. Like, if I get a bad hero for my items, like, let's say I get, I don't know, like an int hero. Let's say I get IO, or just somebody that is like, oh god, what are you going to do with these items? Then the momentum can rapidly change, and all of a sudden, even though we had a huge advantage for most of the game, we could lose. Killing this Night Stalker right now would be really, really good. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, though. Hopefully he doesn't get himself killed. I am not sure why he didn't just ult him. He could have ulted him through that rage. Ultimate's always Pierce Magic Immunity. Alright, let's see what we get next. So, we got a Phantom Lancer on our team. Night Stalker's still around. He still hasn't died. This is not really the best way to play, though. Like, if you're gonna never die... See, we got a Bane. What's a Bane gonna do with a Sanjinyasha? It's not exactly the best item for Bane. Bane's a support hero. He's an assist killer. He's kind of like a Vengeful Spirit in that he likes to roam around and support and gank. The items that I have don't benefit my hero much at all. But, hey, we got movement speed, so that's good. We can use the Sanjinyasha to make us move faster. We can use Phase Boots to close the gap. Maybe that'll allow us to get a Fiend's Grip off. It could help. A Blink Dagger would have been far better. But at this point, you gotta roll with the punches. You never know what you're gonna get. Life's like a box of chocolates or something. So I've switched into I've immediately switched into a support role. I started buying wards. I'm still planning on finishing the Lincoln Sphere, but I'm gonna buy wards because I'm a support hero, and that's just kind of what you do. It's a little bit different in ability, or all random deathmatch, because there is no true pure support hero. Right? Tide Hunter ultimate. Probably didn't need to use my ultimate there, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Watch us get wrecked by this Magnus again. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. This is bad. Oh god. Lich ult. Oh god. Oh god, let me out. I want to go away. Let me leave. At least kill the Magnus. Good. Magnus is dead. Hey, the Lifestealer got his second and third kills. Now he's hiding in a creep. Oh god, I'm all by myself. Why am I here? Run away! I should not be here. I should not be here at all. This is a terrible place for me to be. That Night Stalker's gonna rip my face off. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, Lifestealer just finally died. He got a triple kill, but he finally bit the bucket, bit the bullet, whatever the saying is. So I'm 12 and 4. I'm dead. What do you think we're gonna get next? Could be anything. It could be anything except that it can't be a hero that's already been picked. Each hero can only appear one time. Alright, we got 25 seconds till respawn. They picked up a Tiny, a Centaur Warrunner. And I am 9 seconds from being respawned. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that Morphling is dead. He's done. I'm a Doombringer. Doom is a hero you want to get really early in the game in All Random Deathmatch because Devour is such a good farming tool. It's pretty good for me to be Doom right now because he can shut down heroes, he's really good at ganking, but it's kind of also really late in the game and I don't have the right items to really make Doom excel. What he needs is like, he needs an initiation item like Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger. He can do really well with a Scepter. He can also do really well if you get really early farm, maybe a Radiance, possibly. So my items don't really line up too well with it. The Scotty's great for the health. I've got a ton of health. 3,000's a ton. We're close to finishing the Lincoln Sphere, but I don't know. Not exactly the carry I had hoped for. I would have killed for like a Void or a Sniper. Something like that would have been much better. What I've just done is I've consumed, I've used Devour on a Pack Leader, which gives me his passive abilities. So I get a passive critical strike chance from the Alpha Wolf, and I get Pack Leader's Aura, bonus 30% damage. So that's really exceptionally good. That's like as good as having a Daedalus, just because we consumed that image. Or, sorry, consumed that unit. And now what I'm doing is I'm intentionally consuming creeps that don't have abilities, because I don't want to lose these two abilities. Warlock. Okay. I have a feeling Phantom Lancer's dead. Alright, he just committed suicide by using his Bloodstone. I've doomed this guy because I don't like supports. I want to kill him. So, the thing about Doom itself, the ultimate, it doesn't really do that much damage. I mean, it is pure damage, but the thing is that it disables all abilities, and if you have your Scepter, it disables all items as well. Or actually, I'm sorry, no, that's not true. It disables all items and abilities automatically. The Scepter causes it to last forever as long as they stay within range of your hero. So I just killed him with my Scorched Earth AoE effect. See if we can run her down now.
Gotcha.
Probably not. Still, got pretty fast movement speed. Team fight. Come on, get her. Nice. Got her. Missed the shackle shot, but still got the kill, so it doesn't matter. 600 damage crits are pretty good at this point in the game, although it would have been, you know, even better if we were still Kunkka. As we saw in video number 1, we'd have crits of like 2k by now. So I finished the Lincoln Sphere, and now I've decided to go for one of my late game favorites in Ability Draft or All Random Deathmatch, which is just powered Boots of Travel. You get even more movement speed, and you don't necessarily have to sell the phase boots, because you can still use the phase effect to multiply with the bonus movement speed of the Boots of Travel to give you even faster movement speed. Again, in Deathmatch, I love movement speed. I love mobility. So, that was the Lincoln Sphere effect, which is a block to spell effect. I wonder what that was. It's probably a nuke. Diving the tower, kind of scary.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still, we're getting kills.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's
I basically just doomed that guy to force him to leave us alone so we could finish the lane.
Radiant's top barracks, the Dire now have mega creeps.
And now we have mega creeps. So at this point, it's very difficult for them to come back. This is bad. I should not dive the well. I should just back off. We've already got our win. What am I doing? 17 and 4. It's pretty good. Oh god. What am I? See, why am I here? I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I? Let's just not fight them. This is bad. I'm silenced. I'm tracked, and I'm slowed by Viper. Yep, I'm dead now. So what does the Mega Creeps mean? Like, what does that actually do? Well, over time, creeps get stronger. From the very, very beginning of the game, they have like a small amount of health, and then every couple minutes that goes by, the creeps get stronger and stronger and stronger. When you kill the top lane, the middle lane, and the bottom lane structures, all structures are destroyed, it basically advances the creep strength to the absolute maximum, which is like, I think it's like 2 hours into the game is how long it would normally take them to get that strong. So as soon as that effect happens, you'll notice these units have 600 health, but if we go to the next wave, they look cool, they've got bigger armor, and they have 1270 health. They do 100 damage a hit, compared to the old creeps, which only did 26. So double HP, 4 times the damage. Looking at the ranged creep, normally it has 350 health, with 33 damage. Now our ranged creep has 134 times the damage again, triple the health. And on top of that, it's just a massive, massive disparity between the damage that they used to do and the damage that they do now. I kind of like this being able to zoom out even farther than normal. But I'm dead. And for some reason, our Skeleton King thinks it's a good idea to go fight 1 versus 4. But we have Mega Creeps, and they're on their last respawn. I think we'll be okay. Speed the game up while we wait for me to come back. We got an Earthshaker. Sand King.
Ancient is under attack.
I mean, you can just see, how hard it is. This guy's actually going to die to the creeps.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like, these creeps are so hard. There's only a few heroes that can really handle Mega Creeps on their own. Apparently I've randomed Void. That is not good for them.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
I think it's a bit unnecessary at this point. A little bit overkill, probably, to be a Void. Basically, I could kill any one hero I want right now. This is the effect that happens when there are no available respawns. They cannot respawn. I chronoed this thing. I was actually just trying to kill the base. So cool. That was ability draft. No. It's not ability draft. That's all random deathmatch. And apparently the Viper thinks that I failed to chrono. I actually didn't. I tried to chrono the building, but whatever. Anyway, we ended up with quite a bit of farm. 600 experience per minute, not the fastest. Ancient Apparition did better. Although for some reason I'm higher level than he is. How does that work? How can he have more experience per minute but be lower level? I had 589 gold per minute. Pretty good. That Slark pickup in the middle of the game made a big difference. Lots of last hits. And there we have it. So cool. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, make sure to let me know down below and tell me what your thoughts are on Deathmatch. Maybe we shouldn't play it anymore. Maybe we should play it more. We'll see. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.